We live.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Love and Marriage Podcast. I'm your host, Wendy O. This is my co-host Hotep Jesus. How you doing tonight, Hotep?
Tired, man. Long day.
I feel that. Man, we've been busy. A lot of stuff to talk about on the show tonight. So what do you want to start off with? Do you want to kind of tell people what you've been busy doing, or what's going on? What's the word? Bird?
What I do today? I was shopping for guns.
Love it. You know what? I love it.
I can't find a Glock 17.
Well, they're hard to get. A lot of the guns and ammunition are hard to get right now.
Yeah, I need another one. And I've selected the Glock 17 as my next weapon of choice, and I just can't find one. I hit my local dealer. He was like, "Yo, if I had one, I'd sell it to you."
Oh, which one?
My local firearms dealer. You know, he said if I had one, I'd sell it to you. But what else did I do today? Lots of chess today. We just got finished 2 hours of chess. Obviously, my brain's burnt out. From that, what else happened today? Went to the gym, meeting, kids soccer. It's just a long day.
I'm here for it. I just got done with boxing. I don't know if you guys can tell if I clean up well.
Yeah, you do. I couldn't even tell.
The nicest thing my mom ever said to me, I remember one time, because my mom was very hot mess, because, you know, all the crazy stuff that happened. Nicest thing my mom ever said to me, I remember I got back from a night of partying, and we had to go somewhere. I used to wear a lot of makeup back then, and I just fixed my face off, and she goes, "Oh, you clean up nice." Let's go.
I love it. B Weezy Bird said, have been using Coinbits app for a couple of weeks. My man, Halima, $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Halima's like the most amazing person in the world. Appreciate you, love. Yeah, man.
Love to see it.
I was boxing tonight.
Boxing was good.
Tell me what's going on with Miss Nita.
Oh, we got to talk about that. So boxing was good. I guess the kids were being too wild, because she's like, I told her, I was like, you know, you're Wendy from Peter Pan. And she's like, what? Because I don't know did you ever see that movie Hook with Robin Williams, where like Peter Pan has grown up and he goes back to see Wendy in the orphanage? No, you should. I'm sure your kids will like. I don't know. It's a good movie. I like it. But basically, she takes all the orphan kids in, and she gives them shelter and gets them set up. I'm like, you're like Wendy over here, like caring for these kids. So I guess the kids were being bad, or they were listening to music in the back, just not doing what they're supposed to do. So she's like, we're not listening to music, because we got some grooves going on, jams going on. So she had them get in the ring today, like 5 kids at a time, you know, and it's different ages. It's anywhere between like 7 to like 25, whatever. Yeah. And she made them like go through like mental health evaluation and do all this different type of stuff. So it's not just, the boxing gym is not just about boxing or lifting weights. It's more about, you know, hi, how are you doing? Yes, sir. No, sir.
Discipline.
Discipline.
Mental health.
Being respectful. She makes the kids clean up, even though they pay their gym subscription. She gives them stuff to do, grade checks. So it's not just, you know, we're not just that. So what happened was, so last week, if you guys missed the show last week, my trainer, she owns a boxing gym in the hood. I'm not going to say what city it is yet, but she's a licensed family and marriage therapist. And so she has this gym just to kind of, you know, to work with people in the community, keep them off the street, just give them a nice, safe place where they can come be themselves, train, get mentally fit and healthy. So her building got sold. The building got supposedly sold. There's a fish market next to it. So the guy wanted to buy the fish market and her building and turn her building into a bar. And then, so anyway, so the next, after we got off the show, after we had talked about it last week, I guess the guy came in to do a walkthrough of the place. And the buyer did, because, you know, they have to do an inspection, because it was supposed to happen fast. And all the kids were there. Everybody was there. They were like, this is what we're doing here. This is a boxing gym for the community. This is a hood. We're trying to get people to get their shit together. And he's like, oh, okay, well, we don't want to buy this anymore. So, but on one condition, just help me find a place to set up. She's like, okay, I got you. I got you. So he's not, so she was able to deter that buyer, but still not her building. She doesn't have the money to buy it. The guy that owns the building still wants to sell it. So she's going to have to get out eventually or buy that building. So she's going to be sitting down with some people. She's going to come up with an actual business plan of her vision. So the next 3 months, the next 90 days, they're going to have like a town hall community meeting. She's going to be emailing us if you do have time to pop in just to kind of hear what's going on. But she's going to come up with a very strong business plan. She wants to raise a certain amount of money. There's a building. It's part of Molina Healthcare that is completely vacant. Nobody's using it. It is a huge building, $3.1 million, but she can turn that into a massive community center, do all different types of stuff with it. But she wants to have a strong business plan. And she just doesn't want to ask people for money. So she is a woman with a plan.
Nice. That's good news. So we've bought her some time. She's been bought some time.
Yeah, so she's got some time. She's good. And I was just so concerned about everything. That's why I had sent the email, because it sounded like she had to get out. And that was the case. But that was the case until the guy came in, saw what she was doing, the buyer, and was like, no, I'm not doing this, because it's in the hood. And he knows that if he comes in and he takes his community center out to put a bar, then it's not going to end well. It's just going to be constant problems for him. It's not going to end well.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. And she said, I got a text from Hotep today. She's all bummed. So she's like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send emails out and I'm going to be doing this community meeting. I says, okay. I says, he knows, he's my co-host. He's a good friend of mine. He knows how important this is to me. So that's why, because we thought it was time sensitive. She's like, it was time sensitive, but so yeah.
Dope. So it looks like I'm about to put my Glock together.
Okay.
Oh, wait, here's one. Glock 17 Gen 3. Should I get the Gen 3, y'all? Is that cool? There's a auction on it. Oh, you gotta place a bid.
You know what's very interesting? My husband, he knows how to make different firearms. That's how he was brought up.
Really?
Mm-hmm. His dad, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on I don't know if, well,
then don't
probably
say it.
Well, it's not against TOS, but people would probably cancel me. Should I say it?
Say it.
His dad tells me he's a Mexican redneck.
A Mexican redneck. I don't even know what that is. That sounds mad conflicting.
He's okay. His dad, you would probably like his dad. His dad will probably growl at you. His dad growls at everybody. His dad is like a serious outlaw. His dad has got a beard down to his belly. He's not a very big man. And he's a man, he's been an electrician his whole life. He likes to, get up at 3 a.m., go to work, come home, go to the bar and shut the bar down and do it all over again.
Oh yeah. That's what they do around the way, man. All the Spanish guys, they be shutting their bars down, man, right after work. You need to go down there.
But then sometimes they'll say, I'm not Mexican, I'm Native American. So it depends how much he's had to drink that day.
Yeah, the Mestizos is technically Native Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nathan Gonzalez showing some love to the podcast that is here for the nuclear family. Thanks, Wendy O Hotep Jesus, Hotep and Build. Ed, $4.99 super chat. He said, no 3D printed guns for you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to get into that. But I'm lazy. Like, I kind of just want to buy the whole gun. And now I'm looking at gun parts and whatnot. I'm just like, I need somebody to walk me through how to put together a gun. What parts I need. What do I need? Like a barrel, a frame, and what's the other piece called? The top of it. I'm gonna talk to Canon Hotep. Canon Hotep's gonna teach me how to put the gun together, and I'm just gonna buy the parts. I'm gonna make me a gun.
That'd be a cool thing to do with your boys and your daughter, if you wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a nice little family project. I'm gonna put a gun together.
That'd be cool. That's actually a great idea.
Yeah, and then I got to get my AR-15.
I don't know. I got stuff.
I got stuff.
Got some stuff. Oh my God, there was something. Oh, so I got a big thing tomorrow, and then we're gonna talk about the hot topic. I got a big thing. I am moderating a well, I'm gonna be first off, I came to the conclusion that everybody complains there's no women in crypto, and I'm in crypto, but people get mad that I'm in crypto, so whatever.
Right.
But anyways, so one of my business partners, he is putting together a Blockdown conference. It's tomorrow. It's Thursday and Friday. It is 100% free, but I'm hosting the first ever women's trading panel. So it's going to be me and two other women that are professional traders, and we're just going to chop it up and talk shop. And it's the first ever.
It's free?
It's free.
Oh, wow. Where are you guys doing that at?
It's going to be virtual. It's going to be online.
But like Zoom or...
I don't even know. I have to go in through a Zoom link, but it's called Blockdown. It's Blockdown. Blockdown.
Sounds gangster.
It is gangsta. He's straight from the UK, so gangster, drinking his tea. And I always fuck with him all the time. It's like, you drinking tea and crumpets, like yelling at each other over DMs. But it's completely free, so if you guys want to learn more about that. And so I'm hosting that panel, and I'm also going to host a fireside chat it's going to be more of a debate. It's going to be with Frances Coppola. I can't pronounce her last name. Probably should learn how to do that. And Jimmy Song. And they're basically, Frances is a very famous economic person, and she doesn't economist. I'm tired of shit right now. She doesn't have she hates Bitcoin. She thinks that it's like a complete scam.
Okay.
So she's going to come on, and she's going to be debating Jimmy Song
during this Blockdown.
Yeah, I'm going to moderate that panel or that fireside chat.
Oh, I want to see this.
Jimmy was actually one of the first big guests that came on my show before I blew up, and he's super cool, but he's like in your face, like in real life he's really nice. So it's going to be interesting to do this because they're going to be fighting. I'm just going to be sitting there.
When is this going to happen?
Tomorrow it's going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. PST.
Oh, nice. Yeah, send me that link. That'll be right after my chess lessons.
Yeah, I will actually get that now.
Shout to Takes L's $99 super chat.
Thank you.
Baby could get some new shoes now.
What?
He said, are you going to put the redacted shows up on Patreon or something? I need to hear Wendy O turn to Wendy Q, LOL. It's tough to listen live sometimes. Yeah, I had to redact last episode because there were some TOS violations, but that's a good idea. Maybe I'll throw it up on Patreon.
Did I get you in trouble?
No, I took it down before trouble came.
Oh, okay.
It was when I was doing a screen share. There was like some nudity on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I don't think you can have nudity on you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
Yeah.
So our offer got accepted on a house, but I got a problem.
Another house?
Yeah. So
is it an investment property?
No.
Y'all moving again?
Please. It's not my idea, it's his idea. He likes to spend, this is the thing. He likes to spend money, always likes to spend money, and he's not spending money. And so that's something we bicker about a lot. So we have a very interesting way that we handle our finances. It's not traditional at all, but we have to do it this way because if we don't, we beef, we toss paws verbally.
Oh my God. So you guys are moving again?
Yes.
The second time in 12 months.
Yes, but we got a problem. So
What's
the house is expensive, which that's fine. We could afford it. But the way the loan is, they need us to put more money down. And we're like, okay, that's fine. Because we have money. Most of my wealth is in crypto. And if I cash that out, I have to pay 33.3% taxes.
Oh, so you get double hit.
I get double hit because it's my income and it's an investment technically. So I hired the most badass crypto CPA and attorney. He's actually representing John McAfee, and he's been on my show a bunch of times. So I'm being told by people, just take out and collateralize your Bitcoin and take a loan out. But at the same time, like now it's time sensitive. So I may have to cash out a decent, not a whole lot, but some of my portfolio to pay for this, which is totally fine. Because I have it. That's what I've been working for. But it's just kind of like,
goddamn communism, man.
It is. I can't live my best life there. It's an attack on the nuclear family.
It is. It is. Halima said, buy a house in Belize. That's what y'all should do. Y'all should just like leave the country, cash out in another country, and then come back.
He's
save 33%.
the man is special. The man is very special. His kids are coming tomorrow. I'm excited. My big babies they're big.
How old are they?
One's 27 and one's 21.
Oh yeah, they're big kids.
They're big kids.
They're humans. They're humans.
They are humans. And the 21-year-old bought a property in Vegas, so we're proud of him.
Okay.
So, but anyways, they're gonna come tomorrow, and it'll be fun.
Oh, that's dope. Shout out to the fams.
Yeah, they're so big. People are just like, they're so big, like so they're grown ass men. But I love them. They're my babies, even though I came in their life at 7 and 13 or 12.
Right. Step mommy.
I am this. They call me by my name, and then when we're out in public, this is my mom. This is my mom.
That's what they say?
Mom. Yeah.
Oh.
And at home, because their mom is very sensitive.
Yeah.
Like if they were to call me mom around her, she would probably she was very terrible to my husband. Very, very terrible. And she still is. She's not very nice to him. So.
Toxic femininity.
She is the complete opposite of me politically, financially, mentally. She's very, it was always about the money for her. She felt that she was the type of woman that was like, make his pockets hurt.
Oh, yeah.
For revenge. But then when she married his friend.
All types of toxic. I wish her nothing but the worst.
That's not very Hotep of you.
It's not, but fuck it.
But anyway, so you want to talk about the first topic?
Yeah, what's the first topic?
Well, I got some tweets, but I want to talk about Kid. How do you say his name? Kid
Cudi.
Kid Cudi. Want to talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's just hop right into it.
Give me your thoughts on that.
I wanted your thoughts on it.
Which part? There's multiple levels to this.
Oh well, let's start with his excuse. So, or what allegedly was the reasoning behind him wearing the dress. Apparently, it was a tribute to Kurt Cobain when he wore a dress.
Okay.
I don't think that's an excuse, because even when Kurt Cobain wore a dress, he had the decency to try to make it look at least a little bit manly. Kid Cudi looks real soft and feminine. You see, when Kurt Cobain wore the dress, it was like an obvious troll. He's wearing like a t-shirt underneath. Kid Cudi got his cleavage all out. It's not the same thing, Cudi. It's not the same thing, if that was the excuse. I feel like Cudi was just trying to find a way to troll, and potentially Hollywood's put him up to it.
All right. So let's go back and let's talk some history. And I'm qualified to speak on this history is because I dated somebody that knew him. And well, actually, I don't know if he knew him. He was around the same people as him, but he came from that scene. Okay. So I know, and I also know people that are from that. So the reason why Kurt Cobain wore the dress was really to kind of troll people and to get attention. But really, all the men back then in the glam rock, the grunge, the punk rock, it was to fuck chicks, to fuck hot chicks. That's why they did it. And it worked.
It worked?
Oh, yeah.
How does that work?
Well, let me read you something.
Okay.
That's a
little odd. A man puts on a dress and a woman's attracted?
Huh?
A man puts on a dress and a woman thinks that's attractive?
Oh, yeah. Let me read it.
This is what's going on back in the day?
Let me read it to you.
It's odd.
Well, no, this is, you have to remember, this is a different time. So let me go ahead and put up. So I asked someone I know, I says, we're going to be speaking on it tonight with Hotep Jesus. I told him a friend way back who used to do the same thing. It was very common for folks in rock and glam to wear makeup, skirts, dresses. Why did you guys do that as masculine men? Because they're very straight. And he says, because it was fun and it looked rad and girls dug it, I would still do it if I wasn't so old. And I said, why did Kurt do it? I was like, did it mean something? He's like, yeah, because people hated it and made him uncomfortable. And that was always funny.
Yeah, he was trolling.
Yeah. So it was just part of, that's what the grunge guys and the glam guys did. But girls, they were into it.
White people shit.
No, not always.
How is it not always?
Because there was some, because we're talking about Hollywood, because everybody came to Hollywood to do the damn thing, to be in the music industry, to be famous. There were, have you heard of a band called Bad Brains?
Nope.
Go Google them right now.
Bad Brains?
Bad Brains. You should know who they are.
Why should I know who they are?
Because they played a very important role in history, in music history.
Okay. Looks like a black band.
Okay.
Okay. All right. They're not wearing a dress.
Well, but they're punk rock.
Okay. They're not wearing a dress.
They're wearing makeup, though.
They ain't wearing no makeup in the pictures I see.
Well,
where's their makeup? I don't see no makeup.
There was, I'm sure there's pictures of them, but they were in the hardcore punk scene. Everybody was wearing makeup in the hardcore punk scenes, but Bad Brains played a very pivotal role in punk rock history.
There's no pictures of them in makeup here. You're lying. You made that up.
I'm pretty sure I could find one if I looked hard enough.
No, it's not here. I see these guys look very Rasta-ish.
Yeah, but they're very punk rock too, and
I don't think they're punk rock. I don't believe you.
When we get off the show, I want you to put on, because you can't put it on now because of the copyright, whatever. But when we get off the show, I want you to just listen to like 10 seconds of their music, and you're going to be like, "What the hell is this?"
Okay, we're gonna do that
because it's very. And my friend Dennis, who lived in New York, and came out of DC from the hood, from the projects. He actually knew them, and he actually played in a jazz band with Dr. No, which was in Bad Brains, and they tossed him out because he couldn't play jazz correctly. But no, it's not just
black people created rock and roll, so
they did 100%.
So it's not surprising to see, a black
Little Richard
band.
wore makeup.
Little Richard was fruity.
Well, yes, but he wore makeup.
But he was fruity.
I think wasn't he bi?
That's fruity. That's fruity. That's just is what it is. He even had a song called Tutti Frutti.
Oh yes, but there was other black artists. That didn't get mainstream back then. They were in like the punk and the glam, and they did wear skirts and makeup. And you would see them at the goth clubs too, and you would see Latinos there too wearing makeup. Was
they wearing dresses though?
Depends.
Terrible.
Depends.
Terrible.
It is more of a white people thing, but don't discount other people, because a lot of people are into like that type of the goth, the rock stuff too, and they're from other races and they do wear makeup. It's a rock thing.
No,
it's not just exclusive to white people.
So what's Kid Cudi's excuse?
People are saying that he's doing it. That's a humiliation part of the initiation.
That's a humiliation part of the initiation. Initiation into what?
To some Alex Jones stuff.
Oh, the Illuminati.
Yeah, to that they're saying that's a public humiliation. I think that after like seeing and like reading up on it a little bit, I think that Kid Cudi, he said he wanted to do it as a tribute to Kirk, but it was kind of a poor excuse. There's a lot of other ways you could have done a tribute to Kirk instead of wearing the dress. Kirk did it kind of just to troll, and because that's what everybody else was doing in the glam rock community and the grunge rock. It was just kind of like to annoy people and to be punk rock and be edgy and like whatever, and to fuck hot chicks. That's exactly what it was. It didn't have any real sort of symbolism. Kirk was sort of a feminist in a way that he did respect women, but he wasn't wearing the dress for that reason. So I think that he's just that Kid Cody's just doing. I thought it was stupid personally. There's other ways you can.
I mean, Kid Cudi's wore like crop tops before, you know what I mean? And like really tight jeans. So he's done feminine things before.
So he likes boys, probably low key.
Eventually.
Well,
eventually he could be. I can't remember the last time I've seen him with a woman.
In 2021, it's not off brand.
It's not. Not at all. B. Weezy Bird on his Sunday stream would agree with Wendy. What part? Agree with what part of what Wendy said? No, I don't know. Probably the Illuminati part.
Yeah, I thought it was very bizarre. That's all. I was just like, this is so stupid. Like, there's so many other things that you can do, and I just thought it was lame. And everybody is like cheering, like, oh my god, this is great, it's so edgy. No, it's not, because it's not even the same type of music. It's not even just it's just stupid, in my opinion.
I mean, this is part of the agenda, the feminization of the male.
I'm not with it, man. I'm not with
This is
it.
everybody's like cheering this stuff on like it's so brave.
It's not brave.
You got 10 million kids in America starving, and it's brave to put a dress on. Like, what's going on in America?
What is going on in America? Who the hell knows anymore? It's getting crazy. There's just like, there's very bizarre things happening all over the place. And I'm assuming you and Uncle Hotep are going to talk about DMX passing. Rest in peace.
Yeah. R.I.P. DMX, man.
I just got to tell you, the thing that hurt me the most about that is obviously a man lost his life and he is a very iconic man. But I remember when my daughter broke her arm on Thanksgiving and she had to pick who can come in the hospital with her while they reset her arm. They did the x-rays and stuff. So of course she wants mama, but I just feel so he had a lot of kids and he had a big family and there was like one kid at a time that could be by his side. And to me, I'm just like, how my heart really went out for those kids. I don't care how old they are because they're his babies. I don't care that if he had multiple different women that bore those children. I don't care what the deal was, but the fact that his family had, because that's his family, the fact that his family had to be separated while he is on, his last breath, that is terrible. That is shameful.
It is. None of this stuff makes sense. It's very anti-human. It's very dehumanizing.
Like humans are supposed, like when we are babies, they tell you skin to skin. Skin to skin. Was Hotep Jesus walking around with his brand new baby girl without a shirt off doing skin to skin? Okay.
Absolutely. That's why she's spoiled now. Because when she came home, I wouldn't let her go.
Well, when she comes in the bed, she's holding on to her daddy, like with her like this, with his beard, with her face like this on her and on him. And I'm just like, it is the cutest thing because he would do that too. When we brought her home from the hospital, he just would take his shirt off. He would hold, because it was in the summer, it was hot. So she'd have her little onesie on and he would just hold her and he would put on a record and just dance with her in front of the record player for like an hour and just be close to her. Skin to skin is like with preemie babies, they do it. When they go into elderly homes, if you can hold their hand or whatever. People need that human contact. And then people that are suffering, that are maybe comatose or whatever it is, they recommend you talk to them and you touch them and you do little thing, like physical therapy. What's going to happen to the physical therapy industry?
It's a lot of industries that can be affected. That's a good question. The physical therapy industry, the massage industry, all of these things.
But the thing is, you can go get a massage, but you can go into a nail parlor and go get your nails done. Right. And there's like 30 people in there with the glass in between, but you can't go see somebody who is on their last breath, and your family can't be together and do prayers for that special time. Cause it is really somebody transcending from the earth to, their soul leaving and going wherever it is to go. You do a vigil, you do prayers, however you are spiritually. And it's just important to be, death and birth brings people together.
I mean, that's why we got to start building independent institutions, independent hospitals, schools, so on and so forth. We got to start building our own society outside of the one that currently exists.
Well, we're going to be sending her to private school, most likely, just because I don't feel like dealing with the public school system. I don't want to hear about one of my good friends. She was telling me that she had both the kids in public schools and they covered every single religion but Christianity in the school. And that's good. That's good to learn about, different religions, to learn about whatever it is. But why are you leaving Christianity out? That's what this nation was founded on, right? Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm.
We are the world. I can't speak on that topic. I know why, but I can't speak on
it. Can you hint?
Nope. I'll get canceled.
I was surprised your ass wasn't canceled already.
I've been canceled quite a few times.
Well,
I mean, it's pretty obvious if you understand the religions and what each religion believes. You understand there's been a power shift. Christianity is no longer on top. Christianity is no longer, the empire of Rome has fallen. Let's just put it that way.
and I'm not saying that Christianity is the one and only. It's not supposed to be,
but it deserves its fair representation.
I mean, why do we celebrate Easter? Why do we celebrate Christmas? Why do we say in God we trust? Why do we say these, that's what the nation was founded on. And that's okay that the nation's founded on it. But the great thing about America is that it encompasses people from all different countries, from all different cultures, races, backgrounds, now genders. And that's okay. It's okay to be proud to be American, and it's okay to love America, but to be a Muslim or to be Jewish or to be a Buddhist, it's okay to do that. But, you still should respect the foundation, because if you go to another country, Mexico is heavily Christian, heavily Catholic. If you go there, can you imagine?
Oh, they ready to cut somebody.
The cartel will come in and you're gone.
Oh, Santeria.
Oh, if you come in and you mess with that, forget it.
Oh, yeah. No, no bueno.
Or if you go to Africa and you try to tell them, you go into a tribe and you try to tell them they can't do what they want to do, you're gone.
Shit, you mess with the Christians in Africa, you're going to have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
They take their Christianity serious.
They do. It's very serious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to look at my little s'more my daughter brought in my office for me like 2 days ago.
That's so sweet. Sonny James, $50 super chat, says, I wasn't surprised when white people did the whole Satanism, sex, shock crap. I really didn't think it would infect hip hop. I really didn't. Well, hip hop caught up. Yeah.
Well, personally.
That's why I try not to say things like feminization of the black male, because I understand it's not race exclusive. You can dissect them into race and how one race is being targeted differently from another, but when you zoom out, they're pretty much targeted in the same way.
What do you mean that it's
Hey, Jelani, don't be asking them questions, dog. Don't be asking them questions. You want them questions answered, you got to come to Hotep Nation weekend.
Do you think it's just exclusive to black men, or do you think it's exclusive to all men?
All men.
The feminization.
All men.
I agree.
All men. If your culture doesn't insulate you from it, though, it's mostly white and black men. They don't really target Islam. Islam ain't going for that.
They don't play. They don't play.
There'll be some problems in this country. They don't play that with the Chinese. It'll be some problems in this country.
They don't actually with any Asian culture. In the United States, they don't. They do have, of course, they've got the people low key doing whatever they want to do, but you're not going to see that within the culture. And you know what? Mm-hmm. What about Latino culture?
They got too much power.
They are in America, though. They are starting to, from what I have noticed, they are starting to. I had a lot of friends that were Latinos and that were the G word, and they always had a hard time coming out and talking to their parents about it because their parents were so religious. It was always very hard for them. So there's a lot of pushback in the Latino community about that,
right?
Because of the machismo and the culture, and they're supposed to be masculine, but a lot of them do stuff behind closed doors. But that's with every culture. But you're right. It is an attack on all men. But I am seeing a lot more with white and black. But what I will say is the reason why they're trying to really push on it to the black community, in my opinion, is because of hip hop culture. Because hip hop culture is so prominent, it is so popular. These guys are very talented artists and musicians, and everybody wants to be like them. So these big people, the above, they say we're gonna tell these young kids that don't know no better, do X, Y, and Z. We'll make you famous. We'll do this and that. Put this dress on. Do this. It's okay. And it's not. And that's a very common practice that's happened in Hollywood since the beginning is these producers and these men in power, they would make the actors do things, kind of selling their souls, but they would make them do things that they normally wouldn't do to buy them out, to make them famous. We saw that with James Dean. We saw that with a lot of very prominent Hollywood actors, and they were forced to do things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They tried it. Like I told you last time, they tried it with Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle ain't having it, though.
Oh, hell no. I don't know. He's a little bit too intelligent for that shit.
I like Dave Chappelle. He seems like he's fun at parties.
Yeah. He seems like a good guy.
He seems like he is fun at parties. 1 second. All right.
I'd smoke a blunt with Dave.
I would too.
You smoke weed?
No.
But you'd smoke a blunt with Dave.
With Dave, yes.
Yeah. How
would you not?
Yeah, you'd have to do that.
It's Dave Chappelle, for Pete's sake. What I mean, he just seems like there's people that I'm drawn to, and it's generally people that are extremely intelligent, even if they don't sound it or even if they don't look intelligent. Mm-hmm. But I love to be around intelligent people because I learned something.
Yeah. You got to surround yourself with intelligent people. You know, it's one of the keys to life.
It is. It is very much. I want to talk to you about a tweet you posted.
Oh, tweet I posted. Oh boy, here we go.
I want to talk about it. I think it's important.
Okay.
So Hotep Jesus tweeted on April 10th, when a woman struggles financially, people feel sorry for her. When a man struggles financially, people wonder what's wrong with him.
Yes. What do you think about that tweet?
Okay. Let's break this down.
You got some notes? Oh shit.
No, I don't have notes, but I want to read it. Because we have to dissect it. There's multiple parts here.
Okay.
So the first part, when a woman struggles financially, people feel sorry for her. The way our culture is set up is we're seeing a destruction of the nuclear family. A nuclear family is man and woman together, have babies, everything's copacetic, everything is happy. So before like the 70s, maybe the 80s, men and women stayed together. There was at least it looked on the outside like there was a happy household. So women were taken care of financially, and all, most cultures, that's what happens. So women were not made to work. We pregnant, barefoot at home, having babies, making sandwiches. I'm 100% for it. I love to see it.
Yeah.
But mid 80s, maybe the 80s, and I could be wrong around the timeline, started seeing rise of divorce. And women now have to, fend for themselves, which, we wanted women's rights. We wanted to be powerful. We wanted to go into the workforce, and we got it. So now men and people in society in general feel that women, if a woman is financially struggling, most people will assume she's a single mom, or most people will assume that like she can't compete with men in society because whatever. And we also see a lot of women playing the victim, that I can't do this because I'm a man. But they'll work in an industry like in nursing, for example. They'll work in healthcare, or they'll work in an industry that they do get equal pay as men, but they'll complain about it and they feel entitled. That's my opinion.
I like that breakdown.
So that's a part about women, is that women are, I don't know why in today's society, but women want men to feel sorry for them. And I don't want men. Sometimes I do complain about gender inequality in my industry, and that's because they're incels in my industry. It's not like I'm working in healthcare. When I worked in healthcare, it was pretty straightforward. It was pretty fair. But I work in an industry that's male dominated. The men literally hate women, like they do, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, the second part here. You said when a man struggles financially, people wonder what's wrong with him.
Yeah.
So we have society that was conditioned to think a man should be the breadwinner, because again, when we look back 70s and 80s, prior to that, the man were always the breadwinner. However, times are changing a little bit. And now, because we have all of this equality that men and women both should work, there should be equal pay. It's still really not fair to men, because men aren't being treated equally. Just because a man has a hard time, people are like, well, why can't you do this? You're a man. Why can't you do that? You can't have it both ways. You can't demand for equal pay. You can't have women go into the workforce and a woman takes a man's job and he's struggling a little bit financially, and you can't get mad at him for struggling financially when genders are supposed to be equal in the workforce. That's not fair to him.
Say that last piece one more time.
You cannot want equality for men and women in the workforce. And then let's say a woman gets a man's job, he loses his job and he's struggling a little bit financially. And then you should feel a little bit empathetic for the man, because he ended up losing his job, not because he lost it to a woman, but he ended up losing his job. But if you're going to feel sorry for a woman who's struggling financially, why not feel sorry for a man that's struggling financially if we're all supposed to be equal in the workforce?
I found out what's wrong with that. When you feel sorry for a man, what does that do for him?
For him?
Yeah. What are we supposed to do with those emotions?
That's a tough one, because men are supposed to be tough.
They do nothing for us. Your pity is pitiful. There's nothing for it. You feel sorry for me. Okay, cool. I still can't pay my bills. Still can't take care of my family.
Same with women, though. You feel sorry for her for not earning a certain amount. What do you not? Well, I guess she starts to OnlyFans.
But women enjoy those feelings. When you feel sorry for a woman, it's pity. Oh, she get to cry on your shoulder. She feels better. Oh, thank you so much. And then you start to GoFundMe, and then he's rescued. See, when a man gets those feelings, usually there's no action behind that. When a woman gets feelings of pity, there's usually action behind that. Hey, we'll float your loan. We'll do this. We'll do that. With a man, it's like feelings of pity is, oh, that's all he gets is feelings of pity. But let's say it's on even playing ground and pity does nothing for a woman. Does nothing for people. These emotions do nothing for people. And a man, if he considers himself a man should not look for pity. He should not enjoy pity. He should not want pity. There's no purpose of emotions for a man. Emotions and men do not coexist. Why are you making that face?
I disagree.
What emotion serves a man?
I think that men should have emotions, and they should be able to
name one.
Well, when you have your baby, how do you feel?
That don't count. It don't count. It's your baby. That's your legacy.
Okay. We'll play hardball. Should I give a scenario, or should I just give
There's not an emotion on this planet that serves man, except for what's the emotion that drives adrenaline? The transmutation of fear.
excitement?
The transmutation of fear into action. But emotions do not serve a man.
A man can have emotions about graduating college. He can have emotions about getting a promotion.
A man should never have emotions about graduating from college.
What about getting a promotion?
He should never have emotions about getting a promotion.
What if he proposes to the woman of his dreams and she says yes?
He should be very sad.
Shut your ass up.
Anger, thank you. Wasted Talent Podcast in the building. See, he always shows that his time is impeccable. Anger, yes. Anger is the emotion that man, it is the only emotion that man is allowed to transmute into something positive and not allow them to control him intellectually, though. Because sometimes men allow anger to drive them to do stupid shit, like fucking hit people. Like, no, it's not cool. You know what I mean? Especially with women and children. But anger can sometimes drive you to action. Competition. You're on the basketball court. Somebody give you a little rough foul, and you like, I'm about to turn up. That happened to me one time. I was at the court, and a jailbird was at the court, and he's posting me up. The problem is I have really strong legs. I played soccer my whole life, and I hit the squat rack. So he went to post me up, and I was immovable. And he thought because he'd been in jail and he was all big, he was supposed to move me, but your base isn't as strong as my base. So he was like calling foul. And I'm like, yo, you big as hell, you calling foul, yo? And he started cussing me out like, yo, you fouling, da 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 da. It's like, what? Bet. Say that. It was point game. Told my homie, man, give me the rock. Went down court, shot the 3, boom, game over. Now, say something now. He was salty as hell, was quiet as shit, game over. What you gonna say after the game's over? Sometimes we can use our anger to drive us to action. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's an emotion. Anger is an emotion.
Anger is the only emotion a man is allowed to possess.
No. Because then that defeats your whole argument. Because if you're saying that anger is the only emotion a man is allowed to possess,
it's allowed to transmute. Let me
allowed
clarify.
to transmute. What is the opposite of anger?
Happiness.
A man could be happy.
No, there's no such thing as happiness for a man. There's peace. There's no such thing as happiness for a man. A man who strives for happiness is complacent.
No, because it's something to work towards.
No, a man works towards peace.
No.
Triumph, achievement.
Yeah, but once you achieve and you triumph, you're happy.
What's the opposite of happiness?
Sad.
Exactly. And that's exactly what happens after you're happy. You become sad. Can't be happy all the time. What DMX say about people that's always happy? Everybody happy all the time. Nobody likes that. That's fake. You can't keep that facade up for too long.
You don't have to be happy all the time, but you can show emotions of happiness when you achieve something, you do something good.
No.
You can.
No. For the men watching, happiness has no place in manhood. All we have is victories and triumphs. And in our victories, we don't share any type of happiness. We might celebrate, but we do not share in the emotion of happiness. It's my PSA for the day.
I think you're full of it. I think you're grifting right now. Somebody nominate Hotep Jesus on the grifties, please upvote him.
This lady told me, I always tell this story, Kathy, older lady, I think she was like in her 60s. And this is when I was working for 50. I had a contract. And she was a C-level executive. And I was cool with all the C-level executives. And she said to me, Brian, never be too happy. No, never be too high, never be too low. Never be too happy, never be too sad. Always stay in the middle. This is a woman's advice. And I'm going to take that with me for the rest of my life.
I like that.
Yes. And so that is the essence of manhood. And so I wrote a chapter in The Unbreakable Rules of Masculinity. It's called Equilibrium. And I expound upon that point. That's on page 59. It says, equilibrium is your power source. And this is where men can tap into their ultimate power. And it's from equilibrium. It's not from happiness or sadness, but it's from equilibrium.
Can you give the definition of equilibrium to everybody and myself?
The definition of equilibrium is balance, harmony. Those are synonyms. Harmony would probably be the best synonym for equilibrium. But you're at homeostasis.
But you still have to derive some sort of happiness to achieve equilibrium and sadness.
No.
You do.
No.
I like what she said though. Don't get too high or don't get too low. That's something I struggle with because I got my emotions are like all over the place from just from me being crazy. So I struggle with getting really happy about stuff, and then I struggle with feeling really low about stuff. But I notice I do my best work when I'm able to maintain and able to be flat and I'm able to be excited about things, but not overly excited. Just keep it on keep it between a four and a 6.
Yeah. But in the state that the world is in right now, ain't no time to be happy. Ain't shit sweet. And the kids need to know that. The 2 sons need to know that. What you smiling about, nigga? Ain't nothing to smile about. This world ready to eat your ass alive, nigga. Ain't nothing to smile about. Ain't nothing sweet. Ain't nothing happy.
Tell your kids that?
Yeah. I say all types of toxic shit to my sons. These are my sons, but I'm telling them the truth. There's nothing to be happy about in this world. What have you done to be happy?
What is your feel? Does she hear? What did she say? What's her reaction?
She think I'm crazy.
Okay, that's okay. Good. She's a good woman.
She think I'm crazy and half lying, half fronting. I am crazy.
That's a good. It's
You gotta
a good thing.
You gotta be a little bit crazy. Every genius, what Tahania say? Name one genius that ain't crazy.
Well,
You gotta be a little bit crazy to live in this world, man. But it's
no,
just like, when does a man have time to be happy?
you do have time to be happy. You
When?
celebrate many victories. When? On your wedding day. Your ass is going to be grinning ear to ear on your wedding day when you see your beautiful fiance walk out with her beautiful dress on. So shut up.
I'm gonna be crying.
Aw, see?
Because all the hoes I'm missing out on.
You act like your body count is something very, very well, who knows? I don't know. But from what you said.
It's terrible. I'm just creating comedy at this point.
Yes, we know. You guys, Hotep Jesus, please nominate him for the Grifties. He is the top Grifty. He should win the all-around Grifty award after tonight's conversation because he is full of complete shit.
When does a man have time for happiness? I don't know a time in my day where I catch myself when I'm happy. I'm like, stop that. Fuck you smiling about, nigga. Ain't shit sweet. You know, like
what?
Like I go on a lot of podcasts, right? And I get a lot of compliments when I go on these podcasts. And I feel moments of elation.
Okay.
And I tell myself, stop that. You are a microcosm of what you should be. I don't feed into that. I don't feed into compliments. It's cool. Might reassure things with the ego. But when people say that, I humble myself immediately. Think, I appreciate that's dope. That's dope that you feel that way. I can be better. That's what I tell myself. It's cool that you like this version of me, but I'm currently working on the next version. Okay. I don't have time to feed into people's compliments. I appreciate them, but I don't have time to allow my ego to absorb them. I very much do not, because we can get caught up on what people believe in us, and it can lead to complacency. It can lead to a very dark place with the human ego. And I've been there before, where I let my ego get too big, and the fall from that place is not pretty. So I'm very, very conscious about understanding that who I am now is who I was 5 seconds ago is an obsolete version of me.
You got more updates than the damn Apple iPhone.
Hold up. Super chats. Damn. Halima, $5 super chat. She said the greatest wealth transfer of wealth is expected to take a turn. It's expected 2/3 of the global wealth will be owned by women. Equality? Opinionated Junkie, $2 super chat. He said Dogecoin is rising. Voice of Talent podcast, $4.99. He's not grifting. My man. Likes are free. Hit the like button while you're here. 252 in the room watching. Sonny James said Noah Green. Looked him up on YouTube. The Taliban freed groomed children against the Afghani West loving government. Stop pedophilia and opium growth, but they're the problem. Damn. Yo, catch us tomorrow night, man. You coming with the goofy on tight. Natasha Kayleen, Hotep Jesus makes me smile. I love his smile. Thank you, Natasha. You're a darling. Willie Handy, 79. $5 super chat. Uncle Hotep's cousin, he said, we don't have time for happiness. We have a world to build and maintain. See, he gets it.
You can still have little moments and be like, oh, I'm going to pat myself on the back and then get back to being masculine.
That's lost. That's a lost moment. When you stop and you pause, like the other day I was in the Jean Corps meeting and I had this moment of reflection. I'm like, holy shit, like we're in the middle of a meeting for a new project I'm a part of. Like, I was like, this is amazing, right? This is amazing. Because I never stopped to look back. That sometimes when I get hit with these moments, it's very jolting. But the moments that you spend in happiness is a moment I could have spent in contemplation. And it's in contemplation where you have the upgrades come.
You don't want to abuse your body, though, and your mind. That to me, that's mental abuse to yourself, because you deserve a moment out of, I don't know how many minutes there are in the day, and I don't feel like looking it up because I'm tired. But you deserve to take 60 seconds. If you feel elated about something, I disagree. I think that it is healthy for men to be like, wow, I did this was great. I did this great today. Like today at the boxing gym, I went on, she made me run 6 laps. 6 laps. 6. All the kids had to run 6. I had to run 6 laps too. I'm like,
hit the running.
She's like, I love you too, bitch. And but there was a young man running, and he had told me, I have asthma and he's a little bit overweight. And every time I ran past him, I says, you got this. You're doing great. I'm very proud of you. You're going to keep training. You're going to continue to do well at your own pace and your own speed. And I said that to him every single time I passed, and he was happy about it.
That's dope.
See, you're allowed to be happy about your mini accomplishments.
No, DJ 2K Comics just said Hotep is right.
God.
The homies agree with me.
I'm about to call Cooley, okay? I'm about to call Cooley.
Gonna agree with me too. Somebody go get Cooley. Somebody tag Cooley. Tell him come in here and break up this tie again.
Cooley will agree with me. Damn it.
Not allowed. No. There's no time for a man to be happy.
I
might just call him. Call Cooley. We're gonna see what he says.
He's gonna say, I'm sorry.
Call Cooley Bravo.
That's a cool name. Is that his stage name?
Yeah.
That's a cool name.
This reminds me back in the day in the radio stations.
What's up, fool?
Yo, Cooley. We live right now on YouTube, and I need you to break this tie again.
Okay. Give me 15 minutes.
Nah, I need you can answer it right now, real quick.
And you side with me.
Okay, cool.
Does a man have time to celebrate in the moments of happiness?
Not really.
Boom! I told you.
Damn it, Cooley! Damn it!
We don't have time for happiness.
Tell him.
Like you want me to break it down, or that's all you need to yes or no?
Break it down.
All right. Well, hold on, man. You gotta be quiet. Daddy gotta say something real quick. Honestly, that's not meant for us. Like you in life, you should find happiness, but man, we don't really have time because that's what we like. You know how they tell us that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Happiness is meant to bask in. We don't have time to bask, especially if you're a black man. Like, if you're a man, period, they say, like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, the patriarchy shit is one of the main arguments I have against people in general, but mainly women. But like I said, patriarchy fuck men up too. Right. When you do some shit that's good for you, it really don't fucking matter unless it's for a woman. Like, when you do some shit that make you happy, it's like, okay, cool, nigga. Like I get perfect example. My homeboy just got him a new crib the other day. He ain't had time to bask in it. I was like, okay, cool, nigga, you're a grown man. Supposed to do. Even we said that to him. So it's not a thing that we can. We don't do that shit. Like I think it's just a man thing, to be honest. Like we don't have time to bask in it because it's like it kind of don't matter. Everybody. It's not even just. Society has told us like, nigga, that's what you're supposed to do. That's all. That's really what it is.
Right.
And most of the shit that make me happy is miscellaneous shit. It's not like shit that I should be doing, but like some shit that makes you happy, nobody actually care about. Like they really don't give a fuck.
Right.
So I will say no. No, we don't have time to be happy because there's always some more shit you gotta do. And then if you're a black man, it's quadrupled. All the shit that make you happy it's like, nigga, you just down, like, we have I don't know, it's just like no, we don't, I guess you can be happy, but we don't get to bask in it as much.
Right.
Yeah, that's not our shit. It's not really our shit.
Because there's some more shit that need to be done.
Yeah, like most of the time when men get happy about something, it's probably something we needed to do. Like, it's not no shit like I could make $1 million right now. Imagine if I woke up was a millionaire tomorrow. Everybody really don't give a fuck except for like people who know me. They be like, oh, this nigga millionaire. Okay, so what, nigga? But if a woman become a millionaire tomorrow, I did all this. I graduated. I went to school. I had 3 kids. It's like it's different. It's like the praise and the accomplishment is different.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, my brother, for breaking that tie. I knew you would. Get back to the family, man. I appreciate you, yo. All right, yo.
Okay, so
told you, niggas ain't got no time for happiness. Some more shit to do. What'd he say? It's always some more shit we need to do.
All right, I'm gonna get that honey-do list. I'm gonna hand to that motherfucker out there. Yo, babe. So, okay, well, let me ask this question. So, okay, men are too busy. You guys got some shit to do. You guys are too busy to be happy. So is that one of the things that you look to for women, or that's why you have a female partner, is so that because we have emotions, we're happy, we're sad, we get our monthly cycle that increases all that stuff. So do you guys, is it just for the woman to be happy for you guys to show support? And is that enough? Like if a woman, okay, let's say, for example, let's just keep it very simple. Let's say you got a promotion at your job or you closed a contract and you're no, as a man. So you're
okay. So you did some shit you were supposed to do. Okay, continue.
Hold up. Okay, so Hotep Jesus, Alpha Man, one of your companies, you got a bunch of companies. Let's say you closed a multi-million-dollar deal.
Right.
And you're just like, okay, great. This shit's dope. I'm going to keep it moving though. But you go, every night you lay down with your girl that you guys got your routine, whatever. And you're like, hey babe, this is what I did today. So what happened? And she's like, oh my God, this is so exciting. And she's like elated. So does it make you guys content knowing that your female partner is going to be elated and happy and excited for you? And then you can just go handle your own business and then keep doing your shit.
Sure, I guess. I mean, again, like, because somebody else is happy doesn't mean that I'm going to be sharing in those feelings of happiness. Like,
you don't have to share in those feelings of happiness, but is it nice for you to know that you accomplished something and that your partner, the person that you love, is happy for you? Is that trying to put it into words correctly, but instead of you being happy because men got more shit to do, then is that part of achieving something, is knowing that your woman, your partner, your rock is going to be happy for you? So she's got the emotions, she's happy, she's sad, and I guess you feed off of that and then you just keep it moving.
You know what makes me happy? When they're happy, when the family's happy, when the kids accomplish something, she accomplishes something, she's happy, I'm happy. When something happens with the kids, they accomplish something. My daughter makes me fucking happy. My oldest. My youngest too, of course, but my oldest daughter, she's just like, she's the first, you know? She's the first thing I ever created. First human being I ever created. And she's just so fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? And she's just like me, except like she's a girl, so she's a more polished version of me. And at such a young age to be so wise is just like really scary, and she's very creative. So when I see her face, I get really happy. And I see her, I like, 'cause she hibernates, you know? So when she does come out of her room, baby. So, you know, that's the only thing that really makes me happy.
That's your soft spot. That's your happy place, is seeing your daughter.
Yes.
Okay, so we just figured out Hotep Jesus is a grifter, and Hotep Jesus does feel emotions.
That don't count. That don't count. There's a man's family is the only exception to the rule.
There's no, you can't, no.
The only exception to the rule is a man's family.
Well, that's your happiness is in your family then, and you seeing your family happy, seeing your fiance happy, seeing the kids happy, seeing things fall into place correctly makes you happy, and you don't have to put an emotion behind it, but that is happiness. That is the definition of happiness for a man, and then you're able to take that I guess it's their happiness turns into content for you as a man, and you're able to continue to press on and continue to build and provide for them with that content.
Yeah, well, there's no content, but yes.
Well, you're content because they're happy.
No, I have to make them happier. I have to make them so happy they literally spontaneously combust. There's always more. There's always more. I know
there's always more, but in that moment, in that second, there's happiness. Just
a lot happens in that second. Let me get to these super chats. She's trying to expose me on my channel tonight. This is pure toxic masculinity. You getting alpha experience here, Wendy. You're not gonna break me.
I just did though.
No, you didn't.
I did. I found the sweet spot.
No. Did I read this one? I'm gonna read it again. Willie Handy, $5 super chat. He said, "We don't have time for happiness. We have a world to build and maintain." Facts. Darion, $10 super chat. Appreciate you. Sonny James, I'm happy to be a religious radical. Natural reaction when your country is under attack. Remember, Jesus' word. They hated me before they hated you. Countess of Monte Cristo. I am not proud, but I am happy. And happiness blinds, I think, more than pride. Alexandria Dumas, the Count of Monte Cristo. He's reciting shit from, he must know this shit because his name is Count of Monte Cristo. Countess, I'm sorry, woman. Opinionated junkie. This is why guys die earlier. Shaking my head. Hey, but you know what? When I'm dead, everybody that's alive get to live off of granddaddy's, everybody gets to live off of my accomplishments. So I live in death.
Ooh.
Sonny James, $20 super chat. God caused unrest in David's household because of the census. Man tracking the blood of God's children. How dare we oppose the law of God? How would he not punish his chosen? Or now data mining mankind via apps and passports. Yeesh. Need to get that man a pulpit.
Okay, one more question before we go, because I got to wake up early tomorrow because I got a big day, big exciting day. I have to perform.
Was it blocked down, right?
I've been blocked down I'm doing 2 panels. The first ever all women's female trading panel. It's actually I don't really like to dissect the genders and like make differences about genders too terribly much in my work, but this particular event is very special to me because number one, it was my idea. Number two, women get treated like shit in crypto because it's a bunch of incel nerds, beta cucks. And a lot of women work really hard in crypto and they don't get the recognition they deserve. So I'm able to put these 2 amazing women up on stage with me and have them share their wisdom. And one particular woman that's going to be on, she she outtrades majority of the men in this space.
Really?
Yep. And, we actually should have her on. She is an actress. She wrote a screenplay and she has a she's very famous in Australia. Very good friend of mine. She's, I'm going to probably get her to come on. Amazing woman. Very amazing story. But it's good to highlight women in tech, I believe, for that reason. But other than that, we're the same. We can do the same stuff as the boys, but this is special to me. And then I've got the panel with Francis Coppola and Jimmy Song. We're going to talk about why is Bitcoin a battle between the bulls and the bears. I'm just going to be moderating the panel so Jimmy so they don't rip each other's head off.
Dope. Get your mute button ready.
All right, and you guys, Blockdown is free tomorrow. If you're interested, you want to learn more about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, and you want to network, this is where you go. It's a completely free conference. It's free, so educate yourself. Just listen. Anyway,
Blockdown sounds like a lesbian rap group.
A funny story. I was at a gentleman's house. I'm not gonna say who it was because he was a manager or producer. I don't know. But we used to go there and watch football, and there was a woman there. She was a lesbian. This is back in 2004, 2005. And she big old D word, very, very nice woman. And on her knuckles, she had tattoo. She's a white woman, and she was from the music industry or entertainment industry. Everybody that was there was. And I don't know where the hell my ass came from, but I go places. I get around. But on her knuckles, she had "Stay Down" tattooed. And she says, the reason why I have this tattooed here is because I used to get my ass whooped when I was a kid. And she's like, I had to be tough. So anytime anyone fucked with me, they would see this on my knuckles and you'd stay the fuck down.
Gangster.
Anyways. So my last thing, you talked about, granddaddy taking care of
everything. I can't wait to get my first face tattoo. I don't know what I should get.
Oh, you know what? No. Are you really?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because that shit's gangster. When they paint my picture and I leave this earth, I need my great great grands just think I was like this epic rich warrior.
Do you have any tattoos?
Yeah.
Okay, so they hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I need like something like coming across like the side of my face, some Viking shit going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so can a man feel emotion when he is retired, when he is a grandfather?
No, still more to do. You'd be happy the last day you breathe, on your last breath. You could be happy.
My grandfather, he was on my father's side. I knew him because he passed away when I was 18, 19. He was an amazing man. And he actually worked at Knott's Berry Farm. You know, the guys, when you go in the amusement parks that are in the stands that collect the money and give you parking passes?
Wait, what?
Okay, you know when you go to an amusement park or you go to a big venue and you have to pay for parking?
Yeah.
Okay, so my grandfather, he was already retired at the time, but my grandma wanted to maintain a certain type of life. Plus, he liked to work because he comes from that generation. He was legally blind, and he worked in the park in the little booths, taking people's money and giving them tickets. Okay. He couldn't see the money, but he was able to feel it and feel the difference between different bills. And he did that until the day that he died because he was busy. He was a man. And he also, when he pumped my grandma's gas for her, she never pumped gas her whole life. My grandmother never wrote a check because my grandpa took care of everything for her, everything.
How many hoes did he have?
Well, he didn't have any hoes, but my grandfather was very, very, very attractive, very attractive. He was dark skinned, very dark, with crystal green eyes.
Swarthy, green-eyed man.
Yeah, so he was dark skinned and my grandma was white, super, super white. But women loved him. She was very pasty. She was a firecracker though.
Everybody in your family's a firecracker.
They were. My grandpa was super sweet, but one of my favorite memories was laying on the couch with him when we go visit him, and he would, and then he'd fall asleep and would watch Golden Girls. I don't know why, but that would be
Golden Girls. Oh man, I haven't heard that. I remember that show, man. I used to watch that with my moms.
See?
Epic show.
Happiness.
Family.
And Cooley's ass on the phone was happy. He's like, kids, daddy's got to do something. Daddy's gonna. Y'all are soft around your kids.
Look. That's the only excuse. What's the next question? The next
That's
subject. But that was it. That was everything.
That was it.
Oh, okay. Well, moral of the story is man doesn't have any time to be happy.
Moral of the story, men, if you're watching this, you can take 60 seconds out of your day to rejoice about something. Or if you don't want to rejoice about something, your girl. That's why you guys have women, so we feel the emotions for you. We rejoice for you. Then if you don't want to have emotions of happiness, what the hell do you have a woman for?
Who else is going to clean the house? Who else is going to feed the baby? Who else is going to bring me my food?
Oh, so the food.
Yeah.
Someone pissed me the fuck off the other night.
They ain't like your chicken and beans?
I didn't make chicken and beans. I said, I don't ask for shit. Okay. I don't ask for shit. I don't even think he's ever cooked me a dinner ever.
Really?
Ever.
Okay.
No, it's always been me.
As it should.
Maybe that's fine. Mm-hmm. Maybe a grilled cheese sandwich here or there. But I said to him, I says, I'm getting very serious about my fitness because summer's coming. I have to look good because I'm be going places and I got some new bikinis, so I gotta look good. And I says to him, I'm running. I don't eat after 6 o'clock. I says I'm running late home because I was taking the baby from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu home. I says, can you just put the salmon in the air fryer for me because it was already seasoned everything. He's like. I fucking lost my shit. I'm just like, you literally take it out of the package. It was fresh salmon from Sprouts. You put it in the goddamn air fryer for 10 minutes. I don't know how to
work that thing.
You turn the knob to 10. Can you read?
That sounds like too much work.
Well, you know what? I lost my shit. So when I got home, my daughter goes, you going to hug my daddy? I said, no.
Did he put it in there?
No.
That's my guy. Let's go.
And he goes, are you mad at me? I said, I'm not talking to you right now. So I ended up making steak because that's what I had. So I made the steak. He goes, I'm not getting salmon. I said, no, you're not getting salmon. I says your potatoes are in the air fryer and here's your fucking avocado.
The salmon should have walked itself to the air fryer.
No, he should have done what I asked. It would be nice.
There should be like a force field that filters men out of the kitchen so we wouldn't be able to enter. Men don't belong in the household kitchen.
He don't want me heating up his tortillas.
He likes them cold?
He likes to heat them up. I heat them up.
You do it wrong.
I don't like tortillas. I don't. I only will eat tortillas if I'm having a burrito, bean and cheese and guacamole burrito. I don't do my own. I just don't like tortillas.
Really?
Wasn't raised on. I was raised in pasta, Italian food, chicken cutlets.
I like tortilla.
Okay. Well, you got some Latino in you then.
Definitely. My grandma from Cuba.
Okay.
Yeah. Trash can conductor. What up, Trash? He said, what's this happy you're talking about? My guy. See? He knows.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do?
What?
When we get off, I'm going to put a tweet out and say, are men allowed to be happy? And I'm going to put a poll out, yes or no. And the reason why I'm going to put it out is because my industry, they are not alphas. So I'm curious to see what people say.
You're going to find out how feminine men really are. In the crypto space.
Well, we're gonna do that. And just so you know, I put a tweet out because I like to stir the pot a bit. Last week after we got off the show or whenever it was, this is I need to raise $500,000 for a nonprofit small business that needs to be safe, something along the charity, something like that. And the dumb motherfuckers in the comments because I didn't give any context to it. I just said it's a nonprofit business. So there wasn't any context to it. The amount of dumb motherfuckers commenting, well, you only need $50,000 to save a business. And why is the business failing? I didn't say the business was failing.
Right.
I didn't give any context. Yeah. I said, made sure I used the word hood. So they knew it was in a poor neighborhood.
Yeah.
And so these dumb motherfuckers that got all this money are out here judging with that zero context, making bullshit excuses after we are in a panorama, and many small businesses and charities were hit pretty hard. So the lack of empathy by these morons really upset me, because I'm thinking to myself, y'all are sitting here talking about you got FU money, you got this, you got that, instead of commenting blindly. You know it's an impoverished neighborhood because I said hood. You don't know. You know it's a charity. You know it's a nonprofit. How dare, like, and I blocked a bunch of people because I don't want that negativity on my timeline.
Good for you. Block their asses.
I had it.
That's exactly it.
That's all.
You're not qualified to follow Wendy O.
They're not. I block people. I have no patience for anymore because my network that I have built, I use it for good. People might not see that. I've got the free newsletter. I do the free meetups. I post free content. Do a lot of good stuff, and I raise money for DV and for other types of things. I'm probably the only person in crypto that does that. It actually talks about DV. No one else does, and I won't stop.
Yeah, no, keep doing what you do, man. Screw them. Screw them bastards.
Anyway, so I'm gonna put that tweet out. What was it? It said, what did I need to say? How should I phrase it? Are men allowed to be happy?
Do men have time to be happy?
Do men have time to...
You gonna do a poll?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a poll.
Okay.
I'm gonna put, oops, we don't want to schedule that. We want
put yes, I'm a man. No, I'm a man. Yes, I'm a female. No, I'm a female.
Wait, hold up.
Put their gender in the parentheses.
Yes, I'm a man.
Put I'm a man in parentheses.
Okay, no, I'm a man.
Right.
Is it I apostrophe M or I apostrophe AM?
No, I apostrophe M.
Okay, thank you. I'm tired. All right, I'm a man. Whoopsie. Come on, Wendy, get your life together. Somebody with 52,000 followers on TikTok followed me today.
Oh, shit. Coming up in the world.
Okay, great. Paris Hilton followed me too.
Did she? I think I did see that. You posted that on Instagram, right?
I think I did. I was excited about it because everybody was coming for her. I'm like, y'all are fucking morons, man.
She probably trying to find out what's up with that crypto.
Well, I defended her.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because these guys, they're stupid.
Aw. Shout out to Paris Hilton.
I like her.
You should get her to come on the show.
If I can. I think somebody else runs her account.
Oh, okay.
That would, if I ever, maybe if I'm in the position, I totally would. All right.
Halima said, what about all the other genders?
Tell Halima, girl, I love you, but you know what? We don't got time for this, because when you go, and I'm going to say this from now on, when Hotep Jesus, when you go adopt an animal, a dog, what do they tell you at the shelter?
It's trans.
They don't. I worked at I volunteered at animal shelter. I'm gonna put this tweet out. All right. Do men have time to be happy? With a question mark. Yes, I'm a man. No, I'm a man. Yes, I'm a woman. No, I'm a woman. All right, I'm putting it out.
Oh.
Let's go. Let's go. They're gonna be mommy. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get going because I got an early morning. I got to do this thing. If you're interested in learning about cryptocurrency, and you want to get some serious alpha from these two badass female traders, I trade myself, but they're better than I am. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Make sure to go to blockdownconf.com or IO or something. I tweeted about it. Tickets are free. I highly recommend you, even if you're working at home, just have it in the background and listen to what these people are saying. Very educated people. It's free. It's free. And then Hotep, what you got going on tomorrow?
Hotep's been told you 8 p.m. Eastern time. You sure you don't miss? It's gonna be a wild show. Can you tell us some of the topics? They killed another nigga. So we gotta talk about another black man dead. We gotta talk about Patrice Cullis. She was grifting. Oh, I'm on your poll now. Do men have time to be happy? No, I'm a man. Oh, is that the lady? Is that the lady that lives in? She bought all them houses, grifted off of BLM. Yeah. Can I just tell you that area is very exclusive? It's for very super white. Yeah, it's super white. Yeah. Very, very, like, it's crazy. Anyway, so Yeah, so we're gonna talk about that and a whole bunch of other things. So make sure y'all tune in.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all the super chats. And I also want to ask you to hit that like button. Make sure you guys follow Hotep, subscribe. If you want to learn more about crypto, follow me. Hotep, have a great evening. I'll catch you next Wednesday.
Oh, bon voyage.
Bye-bye. Super chats. And I also want to ask you to hit that like button. Make sure you guys follow Hotep, subscribe. If you want to learn more about crypto, follow me. Hotep, have a great evening. I'll catch you next Wednesday.
Oh, bon